Okay, she keep going every single night. Yeah, no, I don't want.
It's pretty nice. What's going on, guys? Come on, or SimaKing here, and today we have. I'm checking behind me. We have Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, I've already played like 10 minutes of this game. I tried to record it, and for some reason it didn't record. So we're just gonna go back over it with a new game. And let's do this. And this episode is probably gonna be a little bit longer, considering I haven't looked at the gameplay. I've only seen like how long the videos are, at like Markiplier or like Corey Kenshin. Like they have like 40-minute videos. It's probably like 30 or something, but I don't know yet. But here we go. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of girl you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost held better off running away. However, I decided I'll in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha ha ha! I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop you waiting for you. You say that you're thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Sima. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait. Oh my god, I can't talk. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Sima, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm not sure. I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I did dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just by getting on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Which is what you should do. 2019, screw it. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET. What's a NEET? I was last time I think it's a NEET. In a few years, because you're not used to being because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs with it if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Alright, let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes you want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Yeah, sounds alright. Clubs. Sorry wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sorry wants to come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I looked around and realized that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Very perspective girl. Honestly, you're worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? That you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meaning... Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda already told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cups and everything. Cupcakes. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus today marks the day I sold myself a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs. Why did the music stop? A section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you don't call me a new member. And I glanced around the room. Welcome to Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Or it's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, he brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Simon, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. I don't know if I'm pointing at the right one, but the brunette on the left. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. I see that. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. I can't say that out loud. Sorry. That's key. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a small first year. Oh, not small for us. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly in my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears more comfortable, mature, and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? Is that like the Japanese translation, Monika? Yeah. That's right. It's great to see you again, Saima. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. Yikes. I just got friend zoned already. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little warm inside. You too, Monika. Come sit down, Simon. We made a room for you at the table. So you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. I want to keep checking over my head. I got family at the house, so I don't need to walk in while I'm recording. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil tray. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with the icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! So kawaii! Kawaii desu. I had no idea you're so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around with my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her seeking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Oh, why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did, Sayori said that. Well, maybe. But not for you, you know, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us, before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Well, Kool-Aid works. That's good enough. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Well, that's not. She's already nervous. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. I mean, I'll stay now. I know the club, I'll stay now. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club, she's the president, fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monika must have really worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Simon, what kind of things do you like to read? Goosebumps, manga, Percy Jackson stories, Nah. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, that's me. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. She likes manga too. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. No, not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger, while she's doing that freaking get out thing with... Second place. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books and not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. No? Alright. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. She got some vocabulary. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. It's The Werewolf of Fever Swamp, that's what it was. I desperately grasped something I can relate at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. Well, I guess you could say that. But if the story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is very often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, and if for only such a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. But why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes darted over to me for a split second. Never mind. She keep looking at me. That's right, you usually like to write your own you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Oh, what? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. Bro, she's sweating later. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just so cute as you are. Sierra sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. She's got the one little tooth. Bro, no. That's like pure like little cute girl trope in a little anime. I didn't read that. What was that? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open your readers. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest breaches of your heart. Do you have experience, or do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Oh, never mind. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Well, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Sama? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Yeah, what's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with the idea of what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made a decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and you can't say no to these girls. You can't. It's impossible. At least my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry. I thought, Sima, you all are no fences against these girls. Told you. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's if you write poems. That's if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. I'll write a poem. I don't care. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, get off me. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super... I'm gonna say the word. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment? Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over me at Monica looks over at me once more. I can't talk. I'm just like, slow down. Enunciate. Sima, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Sima, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The hallway, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending it every day after school in that literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess it starts with writing a poem tonight. Uh-oh. Now this is where I stopped. Because I was going to make this like 1 episode. But since I guess we're going to make long episodes, we'll keep going. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member would like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Who likes this? Wait! Oh no. I mean to click that. Fireflies? Nah, we'll go music. Where's Monica? Why can't I? Man. Alright, we're gonna try this out. Who likes? Man. Philosophy. Ooh. I like universe. Whistle, milk, essence. Ooh. Fancy word. Peaceful. Portrait. Explode. Stress. Oh, I get vertigo all the time, dude. That shit's. Oh, sorry. That thing sucks. Puppy, a tone, boot, romance. Flying. Fantasy. Why not? I don't know what that means. Depression. Bliss. I like that. Bunny. Waterfall. Promise. Crimson. Hi again, Sima. Glad to see you didn't run away on us, haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone was already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Sima. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. It's just a club. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, and like he deserves any slack. What's your problem, Natsuki? Yeah, well, Natsuki won't auto-spoke. I swear. Sayori told me you didn't even want to be... Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Where's it at? I'm gonna find it. Natsuki finds herself stuck in between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back in her seat. Don't worry, guys. Simon always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking me. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. Dang. And you almost set your house on fire once. Jeez. Yeah, is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Simon can become good friends too? Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation you just put me into. Oh! Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Oh wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be so shy. Bro, she's sweating and everything. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess it means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Almost admission. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. He reaches in her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She's one of those shy girls. I like those. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Well, meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet, trying to hide that manga collection. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I kept a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. Oh, the music changed. I mean, she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. It's getting hot, but that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I'm out of this sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it, not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. She bought me a whole book. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Just happened. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Why did I skip it? Can I go back? Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover, cause she likes the Illuminati. All right, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who makes her move. What? It's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, yeah. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was gonna be a nice story that so that dark turn came around from nowhere. And she said it's gonna be relatable. And I've heard a lot about this story, so it's gonna be interesting. Ha ha. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Sima? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, you spent money on it too. I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all, isn't it? That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just for a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Look at her face. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little bit apprehensive. Yeah. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. But just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel a presence over my shoulders as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri in the corner of my eye, I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It's like she's reading the book. She's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I didn't really mean to. Sorry. Like, people in the background. I mean... Aha. Here, this should work, right? I saw my desk against Yuri's and then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. I'm smooth with it. Y'all see me. It feels like my left arm is in the way, but so I instead use my right to hold the book open. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. Yeah, it distracted me too. I can't even talk right. And that's just me already. Now I got Yuri freaking... It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page? Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. Yeah, me too. I glance over at Yuri's face and our eyes meet. I don't know how you'll be able to, or I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me. So I turn it by my own volition? I don't know that word. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning the page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. You remain silent for a moment, but Sima, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. I don't goofed. What'd I say? I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. So I really didn't know if you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying? Why are you saying that all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Thank you, cause it's starting to get really awkward. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. I'm sure you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. He releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? Yo, I'm smooth. I'm smooth. I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to start, or someone to share with? I can't wait. My hair's in the way. Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Alright guys, I just realized like this video is already, like after editing this video is at 40 minutes and 55 seconds. So I'm just gonna cut it here and I will resume the rest of the gameplay tomorrow, or hopefully tomorrow. Once I get off work I can play more and then edit more and keep it on going the next day. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.